If the most powerful man on the planet, a well-known teetotaler, can't say no to a drink in a high-pressure situation, it's no wonder that it's one of the biggest challenges that so many people who are trying to quit or cut back face. Because what chance does somebody have who's out and about trying to impress somebody, trying to fit in, when someone pushes a glass into their hand? Well, we really need to talk about it, because that moment, that split second where everything you've worked for goes out the window, is often the moment that can set you back for a weekend, for a week, for a month. And it is one of the main reasons why people get stuck in that terrible on-off cycle of drinking. I spend my days talking to people who genuinely want to quit drinking. And the thing that they fear the most, for many of them at any rate, is the social situation of the people that they always drank with somebody they want to impress, with somebody that they find difficult to tolerate, or the stress of performance.
Just have one. It's a special occasion. Don't be boring.
It's what those people might say or think if they say no. In this video, I'm going to talk about this. But before I do, I want to make clear that not everybody struggles with the same thing. Some people are what we call home alone drinkers, the bottle of wine on the sofa after the kids have gone to bed, or the daily nightcap that turns into 3. And that's a different battle that I'll talk about on another video. But today we're talking about the social drinkers, those who want to quit or cut back. This video is for you. So first up, let's talk about social anxiety, which is something very personal to me. Social anxiety and alcohol are deeply, deeply linked. And it's not until you don't have a drink in your hand that this can become pretty obvious. For a lot of people, including myself, alcohol was the thing that made the room feel manageable. It was the thing that shut out that irritating voice that said, I don't belong here, these aren't my people, I can't tolerate the small talk. So when you decide to stop drinking and then you walk into that same room without a drink in your hand, that voice can become very, very loud and very distracting. Someone then hands you a drink, and in that moment, you're not making a clear decision. You are reacting to your environment. In that moment, you feel stressed. The auto response will kick in, and it's the screw it moment, I'll just have one.
Screw it! Screw it!
Because you're not present, you're under pressure, and it feels a lot safer to drink than not to. That's exactly what's happening. I know this because I lived it. On the many, many occasions I tried to quit, I would dread certain social situations so much. My anxiety would be through the roof. I didn't want to sit at home alone, but I didn't trust myself, and I didn't know what to say. I had social anxiety, I had the fear of the judgments, and I certainly had the voice that said, you know what, it's just easier to have one and blend in. Personally, I also had a fear of letting people down as well. I knew for some people it would be a pretty big deal if I wasn't drinking, and this mindset set me back multiple times in my hopes of quitting. And at the time, it seemed totally insurmountable. My resolve failed me time and time again, and I kept disappointing myself for fear of disappointing others. Thankfully, since then, things have changed quite a bit for me and in society. Being alcohol-free, I believe, is a badge to wear proudly these days. But especially for my generation and those above, it still can pose some major challenges. So what can we do? If you want to quit or cut back, here are some of the things that I've learned from my experience and from working with so many other people, from CEOs to retirees. So keep watching and I'll share the things that I know can make a huge difference. There are 2 key things that really trip people up who are trying to quit or cut back. Firstly, they isolate. They try and avoid socializing. And until they have somewhere they have to go, it almost always leads them to drinking or having a bad experience of not drinking in a social environment. It's like you want to go to the gym and get fit, but you decide you're just going to go once a month. Every time you go, it's painful, you dread going, and you barely make any progress. So you learn that it's painful, it's not really worth it, and so you stop going. And you have a bad time every time you don't drink, and that's going to teach you that not drinking is no fun and you're going to give up. The other thing that people do is they decide to white knuckle it. They're just going to rock up, they're not going to drink, they feel completely resolute, but they don't have a plan. This is like setting off on a long drive. You know the destination, but you've forgotten your map and your GPS. You have no idea which road goes where. The intention is real, but when you hit a detour, you get completely lost. Now, neither of these strategies work long term because eventually somebody or something will override your intention, and starting tomorrow will start to look like a good idea again. How does it look in that actual moment when you cave in and drink? It could be as simple as someone cracking a beer or popping a cork, looking you in the eye and saying, "Oh, come on, just have the one. You don't have a problem. It's a special occasion. Come on, don't be boring." That one moment, that one sentence can lead to a week, a month, a year of drinking. And I have sat with clients who are brilliant, capable and determined people who have set themselves back months of progress because of that one moment in a social situation where they weren't prepared. If you're serious about changing this habit, here are some tools that I hope will help. Step 1, don't isolate. You must allow yourself to get used to socializing without alcohol, and also to enjoy it so that it doesn't start becoming a miserable experience. What you'll do is you'll train yourself and your nervous system to feel okay, to feel fine in social situations where you're not drinking. So you just want to do tiny little repetitions in a lead up potentially to trying a more high pressure environment. The second one I believe is more important because sometimes you have to go to things even if you don't want to. This is to have a plan. You really must have a plan. You must be prepared. It's one of the things that my clients tell me is the most important and most powerful thing. Before you walk in the door, you know exactly what you're going to drink and what you're going to say and what time you're going to leave, so that you're not having to make any decisions on the spot. So you want to decide in advance, not at 9 p.m. when you're tired and you're fed up and you're going to go into that screw it moment. My general rule is 2 hours and I'm out the door and at home with a nice cup of tea and knowing that I'm going to wake up amazing and feeling great the next day. To prepare for what you're going to say if and when people make any comments about your drinking. Just keep it really short, keep it really simple, and say it with a smile on your face. The minute that you show any reticence or disappointment, the person asking you will feel like you're not having a good time. They want you to have a good time for you. They want you to have a good time for them. So smile, say, "I'm great. I'm not drinking right now. I feel fantastic." Whatever it is, short, sweet. I used to say, when people ask me, "Why aren't you drinking?" I said, "It made me feel like shit, so I just don't do it anymore." People don't really have a comeback for that. So you want to pick a line that you're really comfortable with and roll it out. And if they ask you again, you just repeat the same line. What you'll find is that those who persist feel uncomfortable. How do I know this? Because I used to be one of those people that felt really uncomfortable around people that didn't drink. So just know that it's more about them than you. Stick to your guns and just remembering that you're there for a good time. You're not there to make other people feel comfortable. In addition to that, I highly recommend that you have something that you're looking forward to the next day. Something that you would not wish to be doing hungover and feeling disappointed in yourself. That can be avoided if you have a powerful plan and you stick to it. So those are the top tips. I will do another video on alcohol-free alternatives, which I used for the first year. I found them extraordinarily helpful. Some people find them very triggering, so you have to decide what's right and safe for you. But in short, I've had people say to me that they feel like they're cheating when they have an alcohol-free wine, and that blows my mind. Why are you cheating? You're using a higher quality tool, and if it helps you not drink, then I'm all for it. So I will do another video on that, but I just wanted to add that in there. If you enjoyed this video, please put a like below to help with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you'd like to receive more of my content. There's a link in the description with free resources, and if you would like me to answer any questions, please put them below. I check all of them. I think I get one at the moment, but hopefully I'll get some more. In the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.